Admit people. Thank you very much for your help. As always, I'm going to start the slideshow or try. All right, Joe, give me a thumbs up if you can see the New Age Live logo. Or Vivian, either one of you. Good, perfect. Thank you. And my name is Rick Redford. I'm the Area Director of North America. I'm happy to be your host, as I am every Monday night, right from my home office here in South Jordan, Utah. And big news coming on May 3rd. So in 2 weeks from tonight, we'll be launching and going live with the Nutrify Kids product. We're teasing this, telling you to get ready for it. It's going to be a great product. I'm excited about this product. So available 2 weeks from today. Also, 2 weeks later, finally, the Lucem toning water or toner. I know. There was two products when we launched Lucem that were not available at that time. One was the gel cleanser, I believe, or something like that. And the other was the toner. The toner is now going to be available on what's 14 days, the 17th. So May 3rd is going to be Nutrify Kids. May 17th is going to be the toner. Also this month, this special pack coming up for Mother's Day next month. Tahisha Noni collagen shots and Elite combined in this pack. Special customer pricing, special pricing. Take a picture of this. There's this will be available from April 29th through May 12th for Mother's Day. There's just going to be one other Mother's Day special. We'll announce it next week. But I wanted to give you a heads up that there will be some cool specials for Mother's Day. That's a beautiful ad. I love that picture. I just think that is so awesome. Love our marketing people. Also, early bird registration price for the event in October 22nd, 23rd. You have two options, either a single ticket at early bird price of $99 or a buy 9, get 1 free. So a 10 pack for the cost of 9 at early bird pricing. So for you leaders who like to commit to that and bring 9 people with you, October 22nd, 23rd, raise your hand if you believe we'll be traveling and you'll be able to come to Salt Lake and enjoy this event. I know, 2 hands for Vivian. All right. I agree. Also, as a reminder, last week we learned about, thanks for raising your hands, everybody. I love that. As we announced it last week, the NewAge Live, the new app, phase 1 is live, where you can share and get data back when somebody that you share a video or PDF with sees it. Then you'll know on the video how long they watched it, how long into it they were, and all that other good stuff. So it's this is a great app, but phase 2 is going to have like 10 times what this one has. Interaction, buy now, enroll now, all of those things, interaction with your back office. And it'll be interaction with the new back office that is streamlined, exciting. That all goes live June 1st. We're now less than 6 weeks out. So very excited about the second phase of the app, the new website, all of that stuff. And with that, we now come to the time, my partner in crime, Mr. Dan Cawley. Dan, are you there?
I sure am, Rick. Can you hear me?
I can. Keep talking so I can see you.
Awesome. Can you see me? Am I moving up the board? No?
Not yet. Keep going.
Keep talking.
You can do it. Come on, Dan.
Oh, come on. You're going to get me singing here before too long. That's where I don't want to get to. That'll get me voted off the board.
There you are. All right. So I got the spotlight of you and I. Let's okay. I should say you and me. So let's recognize tonight new team lead with, and you earn this with lifetime earnings of USD. Lisa Anderson from Iowa.
We got Marilyn Araujo from Wyoming.
Danielle Schum from Indiana.
Brashyla Williams, Texas.
Sean Meyer from West Virginia.
Pamela Simmons, Maryland.
Deborah Ulrich from Alabama.
Tamara Egbert, California.
Debbie Lee from California.
Ann Branch, Tennessee.
Misty Carter from Texas.
Oh boy, Ifeanyi Vince Nukogu from California. Whew, that was a tongue twister.
Vince, we apologize ahead of time.
We'll just call you Vince. There you go.
Hopefully you know who you are. Barbara Maestro from North Carolina.
Iowa Mancera from California.
Colleen Kellywood from Colorado.
James Simon, Louisiana.
Lisa Westcott from California.
Amanda Tace from Michigan.
Jenna Weigel from Colorado.
Vexy Ryman from Wyoming.
Brenda Bowman from Iowa.
Melissa Dewey, Kansas.
Ramandeep Judge from California.
And Joseph Hartman from Vermont.
And our good friends up north, Claudette Perron from Quebec.
Chantel Moreau from Quebec.
Kathy Roy, or Roy from Alberta.
Joanne Madere from Quebec.
Caitlin Kalk from Alberta.
Jason Lowe, British Columbia.
And Leslie Ann Nelson from Alberta. Congratulations, our new team leads.
Great job, everybody.
Awesome.
New team leads.
Awesome. New senior team lead, and you earn this with lifetime earnings of $200 USD. Jennifer Dillon from Kansas.
Tara Aumau from Hawaii.
And what do we always say, Dan?
Got to go recognize in person.
You got to go
Tara, we're
recognize
coming your
our friends
way.
in Hawaii in person. Carlos Correa III from California.
Mildred Vaklavic from Texas.
Tammy Stone, Missouri.
James Denton, Alabama.
Carol McCarthy, Colorado.
Rylan Kennedy, Tennessee.
Gretchen Burgess from South Dakota.
Peng Guo from Washington.
Miles Doyen from Florida.
Deshaun Thompson, Mississippi.
Tony Wellhausen from Texas.
And Carolyn Resendez from Virginia.
Heidi Pokluda from Texas.
And Craig German from Nebraska.
And Chantel Pelletier from Quebec.
Julie Michaud from Quebec.
Marjorie Retherby from Alberta.
Annie Engelhart from Quebec.
And Julie Poulain from Quebec.
And Audrey Villot from Quebec. Congratulations, senior team leads.
New senior team leads. Next up, new supervisors with lifetime earnings of $400 USD. Azucena Almedo from South Carolina.
Rochelle White, Alabama.
Julie Russell from Mississippi.
Jeff Onstott from Louisiana.
Napoleon Jones from Alabama.
Maria Kondriuk from Illinois.
Joshua Galloway from California.
Yanling Pei from New York.
Brad Couch from Michigan.
Andrea Pascu from Arizona.
Tony Willis, Missouri.
And Kayla Meyering from Texas.
And in Canada, Kathy Auclair from Quebec.
Lucy Renaud from Quebec.
Marielle Poulain from Quebec.
And Marie-Sève Fabienne from Quebec.
New supervisors.
Nice job, everybody.
Look at our French Canadians. They're just awesome.
Quebec
So
was rocking it on that one.
beautiful.
Love
New
it.
senior supervisors who earned this with lifetime earnings of $600 USD. Sheila Silveira from California.
Sara Lozano from California.
Brittany Dale from Wyoming.
DeJorian Moore from Texas.
Dina May from Pennsylvania.
Gina A. Canadian from California.
Tamara Preston, Wyoming.
John Blunchy from Louisiana.
Deborah Holmes from Louisiana.
Rachel Solinger from Arkansas.
Piedad A. Henderson from California.
Alicia Ramirez from Texas.
William Blackmon from Florida.
And Sharon Childress, North Carolina.
And all of our French Canadians, Elaine Grenier from Quebec.
Diane Cote from Quebec.
And Pamela Malte from Quebec. Congratulations, new senior supervisors.
Well done.
That's awesome. Valerie, I'm only excusing you from clapping because you're driving. All right, new managers with lifetime earnings of 800 US dollars. Let's hear it for Tammy Benedict from Michigan,
Katrina Resendez from Texas.
Heather Bain from North Carolina,
Holly Graves, California.
Amanda Santana from New Mexico,
And Jennifer Fenton, Iowa.
and Shunyu Chang from British Columbia.
And Darcy Penman from Alberta.
New managers, yay, congratulations.
Nicely done. Well done.
Awesome, well done. New senior managers, and you earn this with lifetime earnings of 900 USD. Dino Arellano from Arizona. Way to go, Dino.
Good job, Dino.
Dino was in Salt Lake recently, and we had a chance to see him. Dino, good to see you on the list, my friend. Way to go.
Excellent, excellent.
All right. New director with lifetime earnings of 1,000 USD. Natalie Dubé from Quebec. New director. Congratulations.
Well done, Natalie.
Whoop, whoop. And new vice president. You earn this with 3,000 in Payline volume. Sean Nakamoto from Hawaii. Again, we need to go out. And he was in Utah County recently from Hawaii.
Talked to Sean today. Good job, Sean. Well done.
Awesome. Well done, Sean. New senior vice president. You earned this with 5,000 in your Payline volume. Go ahead, Dan.
Well, this is Skyrocket Marketing, and this is a good gentleman by the name of Nick Doherty. Nick, congratulations, senior vice president. Well done, buddy.
Way to go, Nick. All right. Well done. Beautiful. And big news.
What?
New CEOs with Payline volume of 26,668. We're excited to have them on the call tonight. None other than our own famous James and Becky Zheng from California, new CEOs. Woo!
Yeah, James and Becky, you guys are amazing.
And no coincidence that a lot of these people were in Utah recently. I wonder what's in the water. Hey, I wonder what's there in the water.
Come to Utah, you advance in rank. It just happens. That's how it works. Come out and see us, y'all.
Perfect. Well, congratulations to all of our title advancements. We're excited to each one of you. So thank you. Another round of applause as we used to do in Scouts. Okay, enough of the jocularity. Dan, thank you for being with me tonight, as always.
Hey, thanks, Rick. It's good being with everybody. Looking forward to these transformation stories.
And we actually have James and Becky on with us tonight. And the reason why we're doing this for two reasons. One, we don't get a new CEO breaking every week, and we wanted to feature them tonight along with our own President Mark Wilson. And Becky has a transformation story, a health transformation story. Do we have a before and after with you tonight, Becky? Yes, we do. Check this out. First of all, how many of you look at her before and say, she didn't really need to do anything, did she? But I love the fact that our products not only just help those who are looking for a weight loss, but also help those who are looking for any kind of transformation and a toning up and leaning up. So Becky, are you with us tonight?
Yes, I am. Can you guys hear me?
I can see you. Let me get you spotlighted here.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, you're spotlighted. Way to go. I don't need to be spotlighted. Good grief. I'm going to feature you two. Good to see you.
Yeah, good seeing you too, Rick. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, so Becky, I'm going to let you start. I should let you get the last word in because I know that that's important in your marriage, but why don't you start and get this ball started on the right energy and just knock us down with your
Absolutely. Well, first of all, I just want to thank corporate so much for helping us host that last Super Saturday. Like you mentioned, a lot of us just had so much enthusiasm, so much energy, so much excitement, where we're just like, we got to go all out. And that's why there's all these title advancements from our team. So thank you so much for all that support all these years. And just really appreciate our team as well, because we wouldn't be here without them. But I want to share my transformation story. And I know a lot of you on the line, when you see that picture, and you might be like she doesn't need to lose weight. Like, why is she trying to like show off and like all that stuff, right? And I'll tell you, like, I'm 32 right now. When I was 20 years old, that's when I first got introduced to premium nutrition, holistic healing. And I tell you, I knew nothing about health. I thought I was just, a skinny person, but deep inside, I was literally living off of like Tylenol, NyQuil. I had cough drops in my purse 24/7. I caught everybody's cold. If it was now during the pandemic, I would be freaking out because I had such a weak immune system. And I thought it was just normal. I thought it was just the way it is because, maybe I'm, working too hard, or I'm, pulling all-nighters for school. And I didn't think it was a big deal until I learned premium nutrition, and until I learned how to properly eat, until I got introduced to our amazing, amazing products. And it completely transformed my life. And when I first got on the Slenderize program with our entire Nutrify line, I really wasn't trying to lose weight. Like, that wasn't really my intention. But I had a lot of digestive issues. My skin was awful. I had breakouts all the time. And being a girl, like we're self-conscious, right? I want to look pretty. And so that was like a big thing. And, I had all this inflammation in my body. I just thought it was normal. I'm like, this is just the way it is. And literally that picture you saw was a 2-month transformation. I actually ended up losing 15.6 pounds, and I wasn't trying to lose weight. I didn't, and some of you might feel like, oh, she's probably living in the gym and like working out like crazy. And if you ask anybody that know me, I do not like working out. Like, it's just, like, you have to motivate me in so many different ways, I did during this transformation 2 month, I did like yoga 3 times a week, 45 minutes. So nothing crazy, right? It's things that we're supposed to be doing. We do need movement in our life. And I just learned so much about nutrition. And one thing I'll say is it gave me so much control back. And I can honestly say in my 30s, I feel healthier than in my 20s, and it's been over a decade now. I have not touched any over-the-counter medications, like not even cough drops. It just all natural healing. I mean, I do get under the weather and I just pop extra Vanoli. I just I put our Century in hot water and it just like nuke myself with good nutrition, and I'll tell you, it feels so good to have all that energy and not have to like be like bedridden for 3 weeks because you caught someone else's cold, So that's my transformation. I know a lot of you have so many amazing stories too. And that's honestly what inspires me, because we just have to constantly better our best. And I think when we get better, we inspire the people around us and make them realize, like Deanna's famous line, right? That just because something is normal does not mean it's natural. And to not just succumb to that. So that's my story.
Yay. Becky, I love your energy, as you know, and just, you guys are the best, that. So, and you know how I feel. So we love working together with you and love the energy you both bring to your business. And I love that message, that transformation message, because everybody's different. All of our desires are different. All of our health is different. We look at somebody, we say, oh man, that person really has it together. And yet there were things that you were still concerned with and you were able to address those. And so that's awesome. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Of course. So James, I might still let Becky get the last word in tonight, but you know what? Let me share my screen. We all want to look at Becky one more time anyway. So,
I agree.
James, you guys are new CEOs, and what has this meant? What has this journey meant from you from a business perspective? I want to make sure that I didn't have a before and after of your bank account. But what does it all mean to you in terms of, where you started a few years ago and where things look today? And I'm going to give you the mic, just open mic night for James.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Rick. And my wife. Did my wife do a great job? Could you drop a one in the chat? She did a great job. I know. She is truly my better 3/4. I say that, and it's absolutely true. And first of all, Rick, thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you to the NewAge family. Thank you to everyone, because with all of our dreams, it's not possible without a team. And when I say team, of course, we have our own team and all of our leaders. There were so many titles there. It was just so awesome to see them get recognized. But more than that, all of our other NewAge family as well, all of us that are consistently making these calls or adding love on social media, or like everyone here is adding so much value. You know, I saw Aaron Decker was on the line. Aaron hopped on some of our calls, and we're not related in the business, and he added so much value for us and our team, to all of corporate and Mark Wilson being here, and every single person. We honestly mean it when we say that this promotion would not have been possible without everyone here, because it takes a team to make a dream happen. And of course, to God be the glory. I mean, without him, that would totally not be possible. But what I want to say is this, and share today is this. I'll start with this question. What if I were to tell you that your life, your business could absolutely transform in 90 days? In 90 days. Drop a 3 in the comments if you would be willing to commit to 90 days, if you knew it could transform your entire life. I see all those 3s coming in right there, because I know the type of people that are on this call. You're the consistent ones. You're the dreamers. You're the ones that see what NewAge is becoming. And I know we all want a big part of that. And I look back in our career, and I won't take too much time, but me and my wife, we've been in this fabulous industry. It's been over a decade now. When we got started, I was 19, Becky was around 20. I recruited her. She was my second recruit ever in my business before we started dating and everything. It took me 90 days as a shy, broke college student to learn the skills to speak and to engage and to do the business. And it provided us through our UC Berkeley education. Then I got my first real job. And maybe you guys remember your first real job. Maybe some of you are right now in that job where you want to fire your boss. And it took us, I remember when I got that job, it took us 90 days of focus with a full-time job in the day, part-time hours in our business. 90 days later, made more part-time in our business than our full-time job. And that was the last job. That was a decade ago. And the same goes to this, Rick. 90 days ago, we were in a position that maybe some of us find ourselves right here as well too, where you felt a little stuck. And I think this is a lot of us where you're consistent. If I were to ask you straight up, are you hardworking? Probably the people around you and your family are letting you know you work too hard. But still, for some reason, the breakthrough isn't coming. And we were in that position. We were consistent. It was good, but it wasn't great. And we knew what was coming in NewAge. We knew all the crazy stuff that was coming. And maybe you feel like us as well too, where it was this feeling of, I love everyone else getting their promotions. And maybe you love seeing all the titles as well too, but maybe it's that feeling of, when is it my day? And what I realized was this: 90 days can change your life. 90 days can change your life, and we can all do 90 days. So what we did was this, Rick. We said, I'm sick and tired of just feeling like that, feeling like a participant on the side. We've all been through our hurts. It's COVID. It's been a lot of stuff, and I won't go out. We all got our pains. But instead of lingering on that, we said, enough of that, enough of feeling sorry for ourselves. We got to go. We got to go. And if no one is following, then at the very least, we got to do it ourselves. So we said 90 days from now, we're going to commit to some big goals. We're going to go another promotion. We're going to set a big event. What is that next 90 days looking like for you? I want us all to look out and think to yourself, 90 days from now, if you're in America, I know it's a little different in Canada and our other countries, but we have July 4th, Independence Day. It's around 90 days or so. Who here wouldn't mind an Independence Day for you and your business? Drop a 1 in the comments in 90 days or so. And I would start to visualize that. So 90 days ago, we went up to Rick, we went up to Mark, we committed ourselves. We said, we're going to do something. And we didn't have a big team. 90 days ago, I was scared. 90 days ago, our business was stagnant. 90 days ago, we weren't trusting our dreams again. And maybe you found yourself there as well too. And what we did was we set a big goal and we said, we can do anything for 90 days, all out massive action. Let's go out there and see what can happen. So we set the goal, we set the vision. And what is that vision for you? Number 2, we found the mentors. We have so much support here, everybody. and you're not too new or you're not too small to get any support, everyone here wants to support you, whether they're crossline, whether it's us, whether it's your uplines that are amazing, whether it's corporate. Seek out the support, seek out the help. The biggest thing I love about our profession is success leaves clues, and it's all right there. But if you don't ASK, you don't GET. We have not because we ask not, and it's right around the corner. So we asked for the advice. We had the talk with Mark Wilson. We had the talk with Rick. We had the talk with Aaron, for example, and many of our other mentors as well too. And they gave us a plan. You will find the plan. And then from there, number 3 is this, AOMA. Type that in the chat, 4 letters, AOMA. AOMA. It is absolutely needed. You're like, why am I typing that in the chat? What does that mean? It means all out massive action. We got to lead ourselves. And I'll be honest, I was consistent, but I was leaving like a 1% of the tank. And you know what that feels like, don't you? It's like, I'm doing the best, I think, but there's a little bit left over. There's a big difference between 100% and 99%. That 1% of a difference is 100% of the difference, isn't it? And we said 90 days. What does that look like for you? Some of us, it's an hour a day of intense focused action on your phone. For some of us, it's making the events every single week. For some of us, it's that next promotion. For some of us, it's more. For me, for us, I mean, we were 16 hours a day, all out massive action. And I say this not to boast, but just to tell you, like, we want a massive life change. I invited in 30 people, 501 people individually. 30 days. Enrolled probably 30 people in those 30 days. That was a lot. I was literally doing voice memos right when I woke up and right when I fell asleep, all out massive action. I say that not to compare, but for each of us, we all know what that next level is. And you would be so surprised. Was it hard? Yeah, but it was worth it. But it's empowering because you know you can take control again. And 90 days later, just to end the story, we put on the biggest event through all the help, through corporate and everyone in our entire career, able to not just go CEO ourselves. We actually had our biggest business week and our biggest paycheck in the last 4 years. And this comp plan, I'm telling you, you got to get paid by it. It's pretty cool. When you actually do some action, you get paid. I forgot about that, you know? But not only that, I think the biggest thing was this, is the dream that we all have, and we all know that we want, that flickering light sometimes, it got bright again. And I'm just so thankful for corporate. I'm so thankful for this organization to let us know that the dream is real. And one final note is this, 90 days, I think the biggest thing was this. You might start with doing it yourself, but you know the biggest thing you're going to experience, and I challenge you, if you're down for that, you're going to have people coming up to you afterwards saying that you inspired them, that your transformation story was exactly what they needed to hear at that right time. People that you know and love and people that you don't even know yet. 90 days from now, you're going to be on this stage. You're going to be inspiring other people. You're going to be on this New Age Live and everything. So with that said, Rick, so honored. We're back at the game. No worries. We're here to stay. A lot is going to come after this. I'd love to ask a challenge for everyone here. Who here, drop a 90 in the chat if you're willing to commit for the next 90 days with all out massive action. Because that's what we need, because North America, I'm telling you this, we're going to take over the world. I love the rest of the world, but North America is pretty cool. I love that. Rick, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Huge honor.
Awesome. Thank you so much, both of you. Becky, any last word? No? You're going to let James get the last word, win once. Good for you. Awesome. You know what? Thank you so much for being here. Congratulations, CEO. That is no small feat. And you just went out and rocked it. Congratulations to both of you. And thank you for being on the call tonight. All right. Let me get back to my slideshow. So batting cleanup tonight. My boss, who when people talk about firing their boss, I have to shake my head. No, I'm not going to do that. So grateful to Mark for giving me the opportunity almost years ago now, and for where we've come and where we're going, and wanted him to share a little bit of that vision with you tonight. So please welcome NewAge President, Mr. Mark Wilson. Mark, you there?
Hey, thank you, Rick. I am here in the house and fired up and excited. Wow. In fact, I have to admit I was a little late because I was trying to sneak in to see if they would announce where we fell in the Global 100 listing this year, and they hadn't quite got to it. So stay tuned for tomorrow. We'll see where we're at. So we have some bets in, whether we're top, 25, 30, where we're at, but who knows? We may even be a little higher. Good stuff happening. When you combine the two companies last year, it's $499 million. So when people say you can't do things, I'm here to tell you, yes, you can. If you'll put your mind to it, you can do crazy things. You can do crazy good things. And I love listening to James and Becky. I've known them for a long time. I had the privilege of going to their wedding. I've watched them mature as a couple and the things. And I'm telling you, they haven't even hit their stride yet, James and Becky. I want you to know that the momentum, the potential, and we have things in our lives that we get experiences that sometimes show us we can do this. And life sometimes is kind of a game, right? Where you learn the game of winning and a game of success and how to kind of put yourself out there. And I think something, if you didn't get tonight, I am reminded of in what he said, because we've had many conversations with James and Becky, and sometimes it's gone well and sometimes it hasn't over the years, but the key was, this is one time, certainly in his career. Now, the other time was when he convinced Becky that he was the man to marry, right? So that might be one other time. But this time was one of those moments when he put everything in, left nothing on the table. I witnessed and watched him. And so if you're holding some things back in your life, then expect to not get it all. If you're going to hold something back, expect to never really experience everything all in. I'm a little bit of an adrenaline junkie. Some of it is a good thing or a bad thing, right? But every once in a while you get out there and you're right on the edge. And that is probably when the breakthrough and the most beautiful moment happens sometimes, when people talk about adrenaline rushes. And I've experienced that sometimes, and it can be exhilarating. Now be careful, but the cool thing is, in business, it is the same principle, if I want to share that with you. When you put it out there, and you'll notice, things won't always go as well as you'd hope. They're not, in fact, most of the time they don't, right? It never happens exactly the way I saw it. But when I put myself all out there in this business and this opportunity, great things happen. We were going along as a company saying, you know what? We went from 150 to 180 to 200 to 230. We're just like, hey, this is nice, steady, consistent growth. In 4 or 5 years, everybody would ask me, where do you see yourself in the next 4 to 5 years? This was about a year ago. And a little over a year ago, we said, you know what, we can see ourselves in the next 4 to 5 years, $500-600 million as a company, and then continuing to grow. That was kind of where we're at. Well, then the two companies got together, and I remember Brent Willis saying, well, why do you want to be $1 billion? Why aren't we 2.5-3 billion, in the next couple of years? And I went, I like the way you think. And I had a kind of a reassessment of why not? And if I live my life because I can, why am I not living our business life because I can as well? And so we have revamped and we've changed this a little bit. And I hope tonight you would rethink that. Why not? Why not go all out? Because what you'll discover is after 90 days of going all in, you'll find that going 91 or 92 days is not that much more difficult. And going to 120 or 180 days of all out and having that. Now, that doesn't mean you don't have your moments where you're celebrating and you're having fun. But this weekend, just to give you a little glimpse of this, what we're seeing, the momentum. About 1.5 to 2 years ago, Europe started growing really fast. And we start seeing this momentum. Well, guess what North America has been doing the last several months? It's been just continuing this growth month after month. It's following almost a same pattern of what we're seeing. Well, just to give you something that you're going to have to look forward to if you're all in, like James and Becky are challenging you tonight. Guess what? Europe just had their celebration with their award ceremony. And we had over 11,000 people logging in to participate in awards and ceremonies and everything going on around there. It's going crazy. It's fun. That's the momentum you can build. And guess what? We're seeing the same thing in North America. We're seeing consistently, Rick keeps bragging, North America is one of the few countries that week after week after week has continued just growing since the beginning of the year. It's a phenomenal trend that you see. And in fact, I was on the phone with somebody a little earlier and they said, You're growing in North America? No one grows in North America after 10 years. You're on to new markets. I said, no, not us. We're growing right now in North America, and we continue this model because the model works. And so for you in Canada and US, congratulations. This is just the beginning. You've seen a couple of things we've launched in the social selling tools. I want to admonish you, get in there and learn the new apps, the new pieces, because this is just the tip of the iceberg. Throughout the next year, actually the next month in, month out, you'll see new tools, new pieces being launched, new added to help you. Because when we talk about wanting to be the world's leading social selling and distribution company, people say, oh, what does that mean? Well, what that means is we're going to continue to explore new ways and new means to help you be more successful in your business. That's all we're doing. So don't get too worried. Don't get too upset if you don't know anything about it, because our goal and objective is to help you become more successful in all these tools. And so if you don't get it, reach out to your leaders, reach out to the management team and say, show me Rick, show me Dan, show me James and Becky and Aaron and all these other amazing leaders you have, how I can leverage and use these new tools, because they're becoming the masters and experts. And so instead of having to spend millions of dollars trying to learn how to become a social influencer expert, phenom in the social selling technology, we're going to bring that to you and make it easier and easier and easier. We're working on new videos, new tools, all of these things, and it's all going to be so we can become the world's leading social selling and distribution company and help all of our brand partners around the world make it easier for you to leverage and build your enterprise, build your business, build your future and your destiny. That's what we're about. That's everything we're focusing on. We're going to do some crazy stuff, some stuff that you'll go, why are they doing that? And if you have that, don't go down the negative road, go down the, hey, Rick, tell me how we're going to benefit from this, because I promise you, there's some things we're doing that are shaking up the industry yet again. And so I like to refer to, and James and Becky, it's their fault. I remember when they got their Tesla, I was like, okay, I could, I do well in life. I could probably drive pretty much anything I want, not to brag, but I could. I love my Tesla. I love my Tesla. Not because it's a car, the way you think of a car. It's because the technology of driving itself, and I'm lazy. So it's great. Okay. And it's a better driver. Well, I don't know. I'm a pretty good driver, but it's a great driver. This car is fantastic. It's changing how we think. Just as NewAge and RX coming together are changing how we think. And stay tuned, because this is going forward. The technology, the opportunities, the positioning, everything that's going on, it's all there for you. Because if you think we're going to stop at 500 million this year, not going to happen. We're going to continue to go. In fact, we have stretch goals that I would love in the next year to 18 months to be over $1 billion. Now that's a huge statement, right? But I believe we can. And I believe with the momentum and the things we're putting together, with the convergence, all of these pieces in place. And it just comes down to, what part do you want to play in this, right? Do you want to be part of this? Then it's going to take some work and effort. I guarantee you it's going to be more work and more effort than you thought it was going to be. But it's also going to reward you more than you would ever expect it to be. And that always happens. My final story is I'm heading down to Mexico. And guess what? I'm heading down this weekend to Mexico, where hundreds of individuals, they've maxed out their group size because COVID's still a bit of a concern down there, but they're going to have hundreds more that are tuning in from markets all around Mexico. And guess what? They're celebrating this success. They're seeing the advancement. Mexico has moved up into one of our top growing markets and all of that. You know why? Because one lady did not give up. Now, it took longer than 90 days. It took 9 years of perseverance, of ups and downs and ups and downs and ups and downs. But guess what? Would you spend 9 to 10 years to have a multiple six-figure income? I think most of you on the phone would say, you know what? I think I'd be willing to spend 9 years to have a multiple six-figure in earnings that's reoccurring income and that it's solid and now growing. Well, guess what? That's Luz Evangelista's story. So it didn't happen as fast as she wanted it to happen. It took a lot longer. She had a lot more disappointments. But guess what? As you continue to focus on this, as you follow the principles, we want to make it much easier. I hope none of you have to wait 9 years. I really do. Okay. But if you did, it would be worth it. And so stay focused. Stay engaged. You're in the right place. You're in the right events. You need to stay engaged in these things. And most importantly, my last little thing I'd give you as your president, I always try to find one little nugget. I just attended some offsite kind of strategy sessions. I always try to find 1 or 2 nuggets every time I'm in this. So each time you're listening to one of these events or any of these things, try and pull away 1 or 2 things that you're going to change in your behavior and say, what am I going to do differently? How is this going to impact my business to improve what I'm doing? Don't just listen. I mean, yeah, it's fun to listen, to get a little fired up and excited, but then you're going to go right back to your same old habits and your same old things. Sit down and say, what is something we can do different? And if you can't figure it out, call and talk to your upline leaders and say, I'm not getting it. Give me a task. Give me an assignment, boss. Okay. Because maybe you still think like an employee and need that. I need a boss to tell me what to do, but focus on that and pick up 1 or 2 things and make this just a little transition, a little bit at a time. And it's going to happen for you. It really will. The model works. We've proven it over and over and over. The Europeans aren't smarter. They're not, they don't have different products. There's nothing there. It's just their attitude. The people in North America that are growing and having just incredible success is because they're staying focused on the things that they've learned and that they're sharing with each other. So participate, get involved. I love what James said. Don't be a spectator, be a participant. And we love you. We appreciate you. We thank you for your sacrifice. You are what creates the culture and the fun for us. And I can't wait to celebrate for you. I am excited that maybe the COVID's starting to come down a little bit. So someday we can get back together, cross our fingers, maybe October, we can all get together and it'll be okay and not taboo to hug people and get to know each other again and stay close to each other, because I cannot wait. I miss that part of our business. I miss seeing all of you and spending time with you. So thank you. And thanks for having me on, Rick, because I'm telling you, stay tuned. Stay tuned for where our number is, because I have a feeling that you're going to break through the top 25 at least and I'll be conservative. And my goal is next year, I don't want to be in the top 20. I want to be in the teens next year. So we're going to work hard. All right. Thank you, everybody.
Absolutely, Mark. Thank you. And no, I'm not going to fire my boss anytime soon.
And by the way, Rick is awesome, amazing, and incredible as an area, okay. He is fantastic. So I forgot to put that in, Rick. I know you wrote that down. So
yeah, I did write it down. Thanks, Mark. I do appreciate it. And
love you, man.
And, it is so much fun to be a part of this company right now. And if you're not having fun, tap in, have fun. All out massive action. I wrote that down. That's going to be on my whiteboard at work above my computer. I don't know if there's, at our company, there's not a lot less than that. Everybody's pretty much in massive action, and we love it because we recognize it. We see it, we feel it. It's just so real to us. So thank you, Mark. Thanks, James and Becky, for just setting such a great tone tonight. Dan, as always, my fearless partner in recognition. Thank you. Anthony, for being my behind the scenes partner on these calls every week. You're just a stud. Thank you. And a new vice president last week as well. Woo-hoo! I'll end on the quote: discipline automates habits, which in turn determine your action. And I will share that if somebody wants to take a picture of it. I happen to find it today. There you go. If you want to take a picture, discipline automates habits, which in turn determine your outcomes. So with that, let's unmute the lines and I will stop the recording.